There's always something really special about opening up a brand new notebook for the first time. Hi, everybody. Today I am starting a new bullet journal. I have just about wrapped up July. By the time I'm filming this, I still have a few more days left, but I figured I'd set this one up now so I'd be ready to hit the ground running as soon as August begins. I am starting a new Scribbles That Matter notebook. This is the white one, and it has the black accents, which I think is super sexy as fuck, and so I'm excited to use this. I am going to get it set up. I'm going to talk about some of the things I've been using in my bullet journal that I'm not going to use anymore in order to really try to get better at my new planner system that I am using with my Erin Condren horizontal and my social media planner. Like, I'm trying to really dig into it, and I think some of the things I was using in my bullet journal are just not going to be helpful. So I'll talk about that as I work on it. But for right now, let us get right into it. And the first thing that I'm going to do is something that I have not really done before. I don't do a key, as most of you who've watched my channel for more than like a minute know. The whole crossing things out with different like symbols and shit like that is just not really something I'm here for. But I do time track. I don't always time track, but when I do, I drink Dos Equis. No, when I time track, I'm generally staying within the same categories. I might add some or take some away. And I've been putting them on a journal card, and I've been losing the journal card and blah, blah, blah. So I'm finally, I think, going to just commit it to the key here in the book, and then if I decide to change things, I can just fucking change things. No big deal, right? So we're going to start with the key, and I'm using my mild liners that are my favorite thing to use for time tracking and for various other things in the planner. So I am just going to get the categories for my time tracking, which aren't changing. So if you've seen me time track before, these are the same categories I've been using because they've been working out okay for what I've been tracking. So I'm going to get that entered in right now. Now notice, I wasn't super neat. I was kind of sloppy with how I colored those in and how I wrote it in because honestly, like, I'm not going to spend all my time making everything fucking dainty looking. I'm not here for that shit. So this is just my basic key. I also had forgotten hygiene. You know, it's not like I forget to shower on the regular, but apparently I forgot it when I was writing this. Now I will come back and utilize this index as I add things in, but for right now, I'm just going to turn to here. And we're getting to the first thing that I've been doing in my bullet journal that I am not doing this time around, and that is a future log. The reason I'm not putting that future log with all the calendars for the upcoming years is because honestly, I haven't used it. This whole last 2 months, I have not even looked at it. My favorite place to plan out, my favorite forward planning place is the monthly calendar in my Erin Condren. So putting all the information here is redundant, and I'm not going to do it for the sake of fancy bullet journaling. I'm not going to do it for the sake of YouTube. I'm going to do it if I need it, and I don't, so I'm not going to do it. So the first thing I am going to start my bullet journal off with is one of the things I have consistently used, and that is moving my pain tracker over. Now, people were like, why don't you just cut it out and paste it in? Well, A, no, I don't want to do that. And B, I actually want to redraw it. I wasn't really happy with the way I lettered on it, which sounds like a doofy thing to be like irritated about, but I just wasn't really happy with how I lettered on it and everything else. So I am going to copy over my pain tracker from my previous bullet journal, and it's my year in pixels, but it's all about my pain, and I'm going to just get that put in here right now. I don't remember if I pointed this out in my last bullet journal setup, but the months of July through November spell out Jason. I just thought you should know that. As I refilled that in, it made me realize as I've gotten deeper into the year, my pain has gotten more frequent, which is interesting to see as I look over the whole thing. So that's fascinating in a depressing kind of way. Now, before I start my month, there are a couple of things I want to put in to have kind of at the front. And one is a home projects list. Now, I have a declutter list at the back, but I'm talking about bigger projects for the house, just a big list of things that need to be tackled. My husband and I were talking about needing to get just a list of all of them together. Instead of doodling, I think I want to just use some things I already have. So I'm use this Erin Condren washi tape across the top. I'm using this Amy Tangerine banner across the top. I feel like, I need to start incorporating some more things besides just washi tape and doodling into my bullet journal, because I have all these stickers and I want to get better at kind of messing with them. And since I'm going to be paring back some of the things I put in my bullet journal, I might as well try some new things. And if I like it, I like it. And if I don't, I don't. So this is going to be my house shit page. I'm not going to fill it out right now. I will do that later. But this is going to be a place for big projects. We need to get the trim replaced on the windows as an example. We need to resurface the garage floor, and we need to get the landscaping work done, which is a big project in and of itself. So this is bigger, costly house projects that we need to just list out and prioritize based on our finances and what is going to be feasible, including the painting and the roof, which is all starting this weekend. Anyway, so I'm going to save this page, but I'm going to add these two guys to my index right now. Now, while I am not going to be I'm not going to be doing a future log, and I don't think I'm going to be doing a monthly calendar or task list like I have been doing. I think what I'm going to do is, I might do that. I don't know yet. But right now, thinking about how I want to set my months up, I'm going to gravitate away from doing it like that. But I do want to have a big master task list where I can put a bunch of shit that's not time sensitive. But if I have time, I can pull something off of this list. Just start one so that I have a place to list all of the bullshit that's not house shit, or if it is, it's small shit that I have. I've seen shit a whole bunch in this last minute. But yeah, this is going to be a master to-do list that I can continually reference as I am filling my week up with shit to do. And I'm just going to use this black and white washi. I don't know where I got this from. This is a Get to Work book washi tape that I got as swag at a meetup. And so that's what these pages are going to be for. And again, I will go fill this in later. I'm just getting the setup done. But I will show you when I do my next weekly bullet journal page what I've added to it. I'm going to leave myself this one extra page for it. And this is where I am going to start my month off. So for the month of August, I am going to get some shit doodled in as my August cover page. Now, for the actual month of August, the color, I was originally going to go with this Planner Sophisticate set from Simply Gilded. But when I started the white bullet journal, when I looked at it, I was like, it's just soft and pink and pretty, and I don't feel like soft. I want something a little bit more vibrant. So I decided, I had gotten this mermaid washi from Simply Gilded with my last order, and then I have this other washi tape that's kind of purpley pink and also holographic that I got at Go Wild. So I went and I grabbed some other colors, holographic, purpley situations that kind of went together. I'm going to go with this kind of a color scheme. And I've got a bunch of Tombow's and Kelly Creates brush markers that I think will match it. And if you're interested in the Tombow colors, I'll have them listed in the description of this video, as well as all of the other weekly updates in August. All right, so this is a different style of cover page than I've done anytime in recent memory. I was going to doodle and I just felt like coloring instead. And I stuck this Do Your Thing clear sticker from Amy Tangerine across the bottom because I'm going to use that as my thought process in August as I get ready to be a parent of a high schooler. And I am still figuring my planner systems out rather than worrying about what everybody else is doing. I'm going to focus on doing my thing. And that I would suggest all of you think about that the same way too. I think this is pretty. It didn't really bleed through all that badly, so I'm actually not going to have a problem utilizing this, but I do kind of want to glue these pages together. I don't know yet. Maybe because this is going to be for habit tracking. Bleed wasn't that bad, but the page feels like even adding a tiny bit more marker is going to make it bleed, so rather than risk it, I'm just going to glue the pages together. Okay, this is going to be the spread where I put my habits and my challenges for the month, but I'm going to try something different than I've done in the past. I'm going to start by lining it with some of this washi tape. I'm going to use the lavender with holographic from Simply Gilded. I'm going to glue my two challenges, my lettering and my doodles challenge. If you're looking for the printouts of these, you can find them either at cindyguentert-baldo.com or you can go to the Llamas Love Lettering Facebook group and there's printables there. I'm doing Disney themed challenges both for the lettering and the doodles this month. So I'm going to put them here. And then I'm going to draw my habit tracker across the top. As I was doing this, I realized this wasn't going to work. Shit. Well, we'll cover it up with more washi tape and I'll figure this shit out. I fixed it, sort of. I broke the challenges and the blood pressure up into two separate habits for morning and evening and for both challenges to fill it in. And this, you could still tell that it wasn't exactly what I meant it to be, but that's okay. It's going to be fine. So that is my challenges. And then I need to draw in my lettering times 2 and my doodling times 1. Sloppy as fuck, sloppy chic is the name of the game. So the only thing I have left to add here is a time tracker, and I'm going to do that when I set up for my week because I need to get my priorities. I need to decide if I'm going to put a task list for the month. So far, I'm leaning towards no. As you can see, I've got my challenges, my habit tracker, and like to-do lists in here, which is basically what I've been using the bullet journal for over the last month. Planning out dates and things like that I've been saving for my Erin Condren. I'm going to see how it goes this month, trying to figure a new system out to see how it works. If this works, then that means in September I will do a plan as you go month. I just need to be able to get my system sort of figured out before I put myself on camera every day for a month, because if I learned anything from the Scribbles That Matter bullet planner month, it's not to do new fucking shit when I'm filming every day, because it's just too much and it'll stress me out. Let me know in the comments, what is it that you stopped doing in your bullet journal or your planner when you realized it wasn't working for you anymore? Name something that you have given up because it wasn't working for you in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time.